working it.
Can I also say one thing before we get started?
Sure.
Guys, this is my first in-person live Earp event. So I just want to say thank you all for taking my con virginity. It only happens once, and I'll never forget this. So make sure it's special.
You're going to leave pregnant.
I'm so ready.
Yeah.
So, folks, what have you been up to since Vengeance closed? Anything interesting?
Do you want to take this? Because you have so much shit going on.
No, I want to hear about like something you're doing in your garden or like
Oh, that's nice.
like before we talk about like
life?
Yeah, before we talk about like movie stuff, let's talk about dumb stuff.
Okay. I fell in love.
Whoa!
We're in love.
Hey.
That's it.
I might have been fishing. I might have been fishing for that.
That's all I got. I'm hustling. I'm just like developing projects and raising children and being in love, and that's it.
Damn. Okay, I have not fallen in love since Vengeance, but okay, well, I'm trying to think of like one thing that doesn't have to do with career stuff because my therapist told me I had to start getting a hobby. Okay, and I'm not very good at it. Okay, I'm on a 79-day streak of learning German on Duolingo right now.
Give us some German.
So
Give us some German. Go.
Okay. Oh my God, I'm on the spot now.
Okay.
Does anyone here speak German?
Oh, yeah.
Shit. Okay, I'm just too much pressure. It's too much pressure. I can't do it.
No, you can.
Okay.
I know a German song.
Du bist sehr klug und nett.
What'd she say? Like, fuck your mother, or something like that.
No, I said you're very nice and smart.
Is
that
what she
right?
said? Okay.
Wunderbar und aufregend.
Nailed it.
And the reason I'm learning German right now is because I'm about to start filming a show called Slow Pitch, which is a very cool queer mockumentary series about a mostly female beer league baseball team. And the character...
So funny.
It's so funny and stupid, and I love this show so much with my whole heart. And the character that I play in that, her name is Boris, and she is German. And so I'm trying to get my German good enough that I can do like a little bit of improvising on set in German. So
Can you still go online and watch the web series?
you can, yes. You can watch it on Out TV, you can watch it on Amazon Prime. So that was like, we made like a web series version of Slow Pitch, which is like, oh my God, it's so funny and dumb. And then enough people thought that it was funny enough and dumb enough that we should turn it into a real TV show. So now it's going to be like a real half hour, and we start filming that in September, and it'll be out in 2026. So I pray that all the Earpers will watch it because I think you'll really like it. It's super fun. It's like, oh my God, it's funny, it's sexy. There's like an amazing will they, won't they story that we've been cooking up. Yeah, I think, and you'll recognize some familiar faces in it too, so. 2026, Slow Pitch.
2026,
Yes.
Slow Pitch. Earpers, will you watch it?
Yes.
I know they'll watch it. Yeah. Honestly, they come out for their peeps. So when we saw Vengeance sort of end, as it were, we hope it's not the end, but when we saw Vengeance end, both of you and your characters, as it were probably going to be in the same place. In hell.
You think?
Why are you in hell?
I'm not in. I'm amazing.
You are.
Are you even dead though, really? Am I dead?
Hold on. We got a rebuttal.
That's
Okay.
all.
Do we really think Mercedes went to hell? She sacrificed.
And she's so sweet, and she's friends with Nedley. I also think let's ask Adam Atubi that question.
We could, but I was hoping that you kind of would be, because we were thinking like the ultimate buddy cop style movie as Mercedes and Mina try to escape hell.
No, I remember one day on lunch when we were filming, I was talking to Emily about this, and I was like, have you ever seen the movie Some Like It Hot? And there's like the two broads on the train, and they're like trying to get from like one city to another, and she's like, I think you're pitching it wrong, but I know what you're talking about. And I was like, okay, yeah. So Mercedes and Mina, and they're in hell, and they have to like get on a train because they're trying to get like out of hell. And it's like, they're like, and it's kind of like they hate each other at first, but then they're like, wow, we really, complement one another's flaws. And then they kind of start to fall in love, and it's like, so it's like a 1950s like buddy movie, but then they hook up. And Emily was like,
Lots of kissing.
okay.
Would you?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd accept that Mercedes would go to hell now if she could end up
Yeah.
in a buddy cop movie.
Yeah.
Back in hell. Back in hell.
And we can use the song Journey, Midnight Train.
But the German version.
Yes. And that, like, the moment that they, like, first kiss for the first time, it's just, like, the opening strains of Journey. It'd be really good. And we'd have to sing karaoke during it, too.
Horrible singer.
That's
Be
good.
perfect.
That's
I know.
good. That's good. That's really good. Yeah.
Because we were chatting about it, and we've chatted with some fans about it. We were like, so what kind of like weaponry do you think that Mina and Mercedes would use? Like, I'm thinking gold stilettos at some point are going to be used as a weapon. But yeah, what kind of weapons do you think these two would have in their escape from hell? And how do you think they would use them against some of their foes?
I definitely feel like I would rip off my fishnet stockings and strangle somebody with them or something like that. I just remember being put in a lot of fishnet options during wardrobe. Yeah, I would go with fishnet stockings. Unassuming, unassuming.
I think that Mina, like, because she's such a sort of like resolute bitch, I think part of her character journey in The Train from Hell would be learning that, like, sometimes you catch more, flies with honey than with vinegar.
Nailed it.
Thank you very much. So now we're going to do it in German. Just kidding. So I think that, like, the weaponry that Mina would actually have to, like, learn how to use during The Train from Hell. This working title. It's bad. It's medium.
First draft.
First draft. Would be like learning how to, like, have to be polite to people. So, like, I like the idea of a whole scene where it's like, Mercedes, like, she can't do the nice thing. It's like, Mina, you got to do it. And Mina's like, oh my God. And she has to pretend to be nice. But then, then like some more demons would come or something. And then I think I really want Mina to have a whip. I think she's a whip girl.
That's good.
Right?
Yeah, that's good.
So it's like, like whip from hell, and it's like she can't use the whip, so she like has to pretend to be nice, and it would be really funny to watch her try to be polite and use manners and be nice. But then it all goes to shit, and she takes the whip out, and like kind of like I'm trying to think of who has
Michelle Pfeiffer
in Catwoman.
Have you
Xena.
seen that clip where she whips 3 things and then the crew all claps for her?
Out of control.
Gosh.
I think
it is so hot.
Yes.
Oh my God.
She is my Catwoman for sure. And I think maybe that's like what's happening in the back of my brain is like I just want to be as sexy as Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman.
Same. Could never be, but same.
I know. Yeah. The whip for sure. So a Catwoman like whip.
You're so sexy, and I'm like, with like fishnet stockings.
No. You with like stabbing stilettos, like dagger stilettos.
I'm like comedy relief. You can be the hot bitch.
No, I think we're both hot in it. We're both hot, and I like the idea of your boots kind of having like the like stilettos come out, or like a dagger comes out of the stiletto. So it's like you press a little you press a little like button on your,
and then
your hip or something. Ching, ching. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yes.
What? Say that again? I would.
And then we can do the cute little like 101 Dalmatians thing where it's like, we're like, we fought everyone, and then it's like I do the whip one more time, and then it kind of circles around both of us, and
It wraps us up.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, okay, yeah. It'll be so cute.
But we're bleeding a bit.
Yeah, but we're bleeding a little bit, but we're like, great work out there. It's gotta happen. Listen, I mean, we. But we need a better title than this.
I'll say this, when we shot Vengeance, Knox just, we shot so many seasons of the show, and everybody was like a tight-knit family, and then Knox just slid in like she had always been there. Like, you handled shooting that so well. You're such a pro. You just was like, oh, it's just like she's always been here.
That's so nice. Everyone was like genuinely, I feel like I've said this 8,000 times, but so nice when I got to set and so welcoming. And everyone was like, what do you need? What can I explain to you? How do I help you? And I was like, everyone's so nice. Although I will say the one thing that I was not prepared for and kept asking questions about was like, okay, this is a funny story. So when we were shooting in the mountains, Dani and I, we were driving to this remote location in the mountains, and it was so cold. And I was trying to make the best of it. I'm eternal optimist. So I was like, Dani, so do you find sometimes that like when you're so cold and you're acting, like you kind of just get out of your own way because you're like, you're so cold, you're not even thinking about how you're like nervous or like whatever. And Dani was like, no. No, you're just so cold that you're trying to say the lines without your teeth chattering. And I was like, okay, cool, great, thanks. Yeah.
Because your lips freeze sometimes, and you're just like, I can't say it's so cold. Yeah. You also were wearing nothing. Like,
but neither were you.
Yeah, but
those yellow spandex?
I had like 7 pairs of them on.
I don't know.
I had like hand warmers like in my vagina.
Yeah.
I was like everywhere. I was stacked.
Yeah. But you were really good about it. I feel like every time they called cut, I was like, take me to the warming hut. I was
So cold.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm loving every minute of it. I'm sure they are too. So we know that the filming. Why is it always cold though? Like, why are they always?
It looks so beautiful on
It does look
camera.
beautiful.
Yeah.
You did have earmuffs though.
I know, they were so nice.
I know, they were so pretty.
Yeah.
Do you think that when you filmed Vengeance and you were sort of all back together again, did it feel like a homecoming? Was it like yesterday? Can you tell everyone about what it was like to just meet up with everyone again and start the filming and then welcome Knox to the whole situation? And obviously you'd known some of the folks before from various projects and schools and stuff like that. What was it like to see each other again, thinking, because for so long we thought, well, that was it. That's all we had. And everyone got so excited when Chibi picked it up. I know that the fandom went wild, and I think the purchase of NordVPN went up like that. Thank you. But yeah, so what was it like sort of meeting up again and seeing everyone and welcoming new people to the fold, but still having that sort of same sort of family vibe that you've got?
It was great. It was like, the plane landed in Calgary, and Calgary's so tied to that show for me. So it was like landed, and I was like, oh yeah, this, after that long. And there's there's spots in Calgary that we've filmed around that I think so fondly of and have like great memories. I don't have a bad memory on the show. Like, I really don't. There's like not a single moment of it was bad. Everyone's so nice, and Emily's the greatest. And I know we've said all of this. It's so annoying to hear this. I'm sure you're like, shut up. It was.
That's why they're hanging on everywhere.
It was just like, it was truly amazing. And like, I think everybody was so happy that we got one more kick at the can, and like seeing everybody on set and Paolo directing again, and it was epic. Like, we shot on this frozen, I've never stepped on a frozen lake in my life. And there was like cranes, and film crew and trucks on this frozen lake shooting, watching Melanie just fucking running across a frozen lake. Like, it was so magical, and it was cold, and like, whatever though, everyone was genuinely so happy to be there. And I just didn't think we would get to do it again. So it was a real gift, and it wasn't lost on anybody. And then we had dinner before we shot, which was so fun, and we knew each other before we know each other, so it was just, I was like, this makes perfect sense that they cast you. And to die by your hand, I was like, lucky me. It's the best.
I think most people want justice for Mercedes. That was
Funeral was
honestly,
pretty epic, though.
yeah.
That was a good funeral.
We tried to get that shot that comes out on the wake that you have at Shorty's. No one's got that photo. Like,
Somebody has that photo because we did 2 different versions of the photo shoot, and the first one was bananas. There was props. I was like lying I was in a totally different outfit. There was a lot of fishnet. And then they were like, I don't know about this. And then we did a second shoot, which was the one that ended up, and that one was more like glamorous and more less slutty and more like old Hollywood. Paolo had a vision. He nailed it. He did a great job. I was very uncomfortable because I was like, I don't know how to be sexy in the thing. And they're like, can you? Yeah, I'm just not good at it. You would have crushed that photo shoot if that was you. I feel like that's your sweet spot.
Like Bombshell?
Yeah,
Oh, fuck, I'll take it.
it was like a like a burlesque type photo shoot, So it was like they were like, hold this martini glass. Like, could you relax? My fingers were like this. I was like, how do you? And they were like, you just like.
This is great. This is just another scene in our movie.
Oh my God.
Where
my God.
I'm directing you for a photo shoot that's gonna for some reason we have to have sexy photos to get out of hell. And you're like, I don't know how to do this.
And I'm like this?
Yeah, and I'm
no.
And I'm like, no, let a pro show you how. And then I kind of get in there, and then you're like, wow, and then you get better at it, and you're like this, and I'm like, definitely. And then it's like, and then it's great. This is a great pitch. I love it. We'll put that in. That can be I think in the second act. Perfect. When they haven't hooked up yet, but things are starting. Pre-whip.
Yeah.
101 Dalmatians. Yeah, it's good. I like it. I'm in.
I think this movie is writing itself, folks. I really.
Oh yeah, there's all this. Do you know about?
No.
Hear about that?
I've heard of something called fanfiction. Yeah, what is it? Just kidding. I used to write it when I was 13.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
For who?
Okay, this is embarrassing, but there were a series of books with a young boy genius called Artemis Fowl. And I wrote fan fiction where I was Artemis Fowl, and my name was Jade Wolfenstein, and I got to hook up with the sexy fairy that her name was Holly. It was insane. It was so weird. I'm really happy that they're not findable on the internet anymore. But yeah, I wrote a lot of fan fiction when I was 13.
This track.
Challenge accepted.
Good luck.
They'll find it.
That would be kind of awesome. If you do find it, send it to me, because I don't know where it is. I have looked, so.
There's an old GeoCities site somewhere, possibly with it on. If you were going to write a fanfic now, like any fanfic for any coupling, uncoupling, or whatever, what would you, if you were going to write a fanfic that, I don't know, ended up becoming a movie about two people? No, we've done that. No, if you were going to write a fanfic now, what would you write? And no, you don't have to put it on the internet. Yes, you do.
Can you write, I've never written one, so I don't know. Can you write one for normal people? You know that show, Normal People? You can't do that?
It's like you and your crush.
You can write whatever you want.
Yeah. It's about me and my new partner, and
no, I don't mean the Normal People.
we
the
win
show.
the lottery.
Normal People, the show.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Daisy Edgar Jones and Paul
Yes.
Mescal.
Not like real people. Real people are so boring.
Okay, I don't know. I kind of like where you're going.
Mine's so boring.
Yeah.
No, Normal People, the show. Okay. Yeah. I would do it maybe about that, or the Golden Girls. It would be one or the other, I think.
I would absolutely adore, if you haven't already read some Golden Girls fanfic, it's out there.
Is it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. the inappropriateness, you want to set some filters. But yeah, it's like, there's a few where you're like, but yeah. If you, like, as we all know about the internet, if somebody could have had that perverse thought, it's gone on the internet.
Yeah.
But there's definitely that. What would you go for? How would you
I-
update Artemis Fowl?
Well, this is the thing. I think I would return to my alma mater. I think that, like, now that I have become perhaps a little bit wiser and maybe a little more sophisticated in my, I suppose, like, romantic narrative inclinations, I think I would want to repurpose some of the old Artemis Fowl narratives, but update it so that it was like a really sort of like tortured relationship between like a millionaire girl genius myself, sorry, billionaire girl genius myself, and yeah, like a renegade fairy who's trying to change the world. But it would be sort of an exploration of class politics, where like like the fairy is sort of like, you need to be thinking more about the working class, and I would be like, but I'm changing the world with my billions, and she's like, if you want to change the world with your billions, then you should give them all away, and I'm like, you don't understand. So we clearly love each other, but it would be like a really sort of it'd be a more intellectual, more grown-up version of the same story that I wrote when I was 13.
A re-edit. We love a re-edit. I can't wait to read some of this. It's wild. Anyway, because this is Knox's first panel, we thought we'd do something that we don't normally do at our panels.
Uh-oh, is this when I get pregnant?
Take off your pants.
Well,
Take off your pants.
I do have evidence that I have children. They're out in there. But no, I'm good, but I'm not that good. But no, I'm good. I'm that good. So we thought that we would take a couple of questions from you, because obviously some of you have never been able to met that. We would like to preface this with, remember that these are human beings, and whatever you ask needs to be appropriate and not in any way discriminatory, hateful, or probing into their private lives, please. But is there anyone that has a probing question?
Like, it's too early.
Is there anyone? Not one person
That's fair. That's fair, guys.
Me alive, Mike.
that wants to ask Knox or Dani anything.
Don't worry.
Oh, they're being super quiet this morning. Oh, they're down the back. I knew someone would come.
Sissy, any dying questions you want to talk about?
I have more questions.
You're like, why
I
were
just
you
thought
such
they
a
would like
bitch
to have
when
a
we
go.
were 3?
Evening. To me, it's evening. Apologies. Morning. My question is, you both have generally fabulous style on set as well as in your personal lives. Do you tend to interlink them, or do you try and keep the wardrobe separate?
That's such a good question. I honestly could talk about clothes forever because I'm obsessed with clothes, and it's so funny. I often, like earlier in my career, I would often fight with the wardrobe stylist a little bit. Not fight, but I would be like, okay, so here's a funny thing about wardrobe. So when you go in to like do your fitting for like whatever character you're doing, they'll put you in a bunch of different stuff, and then they send all the pictures to like all the network executives to see which ones they like the best. And I have this little trick where if I don't like something, I just pose really bad. So they're like, you walk out and you have an outfit on, and they're like, okay, can you stand against this wall, take a picture? And if I don't like it, I always look like this. And if I do like the outfit, I come out and they're like, do you like that? And I'm like, I love this. And they're like, okay, pose. And I'm like, and I look great. And usually it works. So, yes, I do think a lot about, like, I bring a lot of my own stuff too to wardrobe fittings, because I'm like, ooh, I was thinking like this could be really cool, and sometimes they're like, absolutely not, and I'm like, great, no problem. But yeah, it's so fun working with costume designers, and I think the costume designer on Earp has been there.
Is incredible, yeah.
Since like
She's the
season
OG,
1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's incredible. Also, to be in Calgary and not have a lot of options, I'm always like, Jen, where the fuck did you get this? And she's like those earmuffs, you know? Like, she had the, I believe it was from an indigenous artist who made those. Yeah, like, she sources out shit. She's incredible. Yeah.
Do you think that do you take more from set to bring into your own life, or do you bring more clothes
I
that you want to wear personally?
am the opposite of what you do. I am like, what do you want to put me in? Like, I don't really think about it too much unless I absolutely hate it or feel crazy in it, or I'm just like, there's no way I'm going to be able to wear this. I want to be comfortable. Like, I want to be able to like move and breathe and just like do my work. I don't really care about how I look a lot of the times, but in life, I don't know what I do. I don't know what I do in life. I wear what I like. I think there's been a journey with my wardrobe and my hair, my clothes and my hair, I think over the time, but I don't know.
How about like a round of applause for Danny's glasses and the grandma chain, right?
Yeah.
Come on.
Pure
We
function.
are-
Pure function.
Saw those at the airport before we got on the flight to Glasgow, and I was like,
You gotta get some.
I want those.
Yeah, you gotta get some.
I want exactly what you have.
We'll have them in our movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Both with grandma glasses and chains. Mm-hmm. I like it.
It's like she knew we were going to talk about Golden Girls fanfic, and she did the full, the full Sophia. There was one more question down there. Did you want to ask it?
Oh, also, good morning. Hi.
Good morning.
I did sleep. Did you sleep? Yeah, good. We saw each other yesterday, guys. Do you want to go?
I just finished filming this crazy indie movie that I was on night shoots for 2 weeks. So my sleep schedule, and I was like, oh, that's perfect for when I go to Glasgow, because then I'll reset. But what I didn't realize is actually the opposite. So I feel like I haven't slept in like 2 weeks, which is, it's kind of fun. It feels like, you know, when you're a kid and it's like you're at summer camp and you just kind of don't sleep at all because everything's so exciting and fun. That's how I feel right now. But yeah, I just finished this movie. It's called Hue and Cry. It'll be out next year. I also play a raging bitch in it. Unfortunately, like right now, I really feel like I'm in my villain era. I cannot get cast.
It's always the nicest people, though, that play these roles.
Well, that's good. That's good. Good. Yeah, because lately it's just like it's just bitch after bitch, and I'm not complaining. They're so fun, and this character that I just played is an absolute nightmare, and it was a delight playing her. But then in September, I mentioned before, I get to film Slow Pitch, and like that character is so fun, and she's just a clown. And honestly, if you watch the web series, you will be like, who is that person? Like, she's just a total joke. She's only like, and that to go back to the wardrobe question, she only wears a red tracksuit. That's it. No makeup, baseball cap, like low ponytail. And it actually is the most fun. I love playing that character. And I'm getting to go back to her. I cannot wait. I'm so excited to be her again, because she's just, she's like a wild animal, and also I don't have to worry about how I look the whole time that
Those are my favorite
It's just
characters.
like it's the best. She's just like, she just walks around like she's such a clown. So yeah, that's what's coming to us, and that will be out in 2026 too. So 2026, I'm gonna be a bitch and a clown.
Me, I love that you're like, and go, Dani. I am. I've taken the year. I've just been developing. I have like 5 different projects right now. 2 different feature films. I'm pitching 2 different TV shows that I've written. One I'm developing with other writers. The features I've developed with other writers as well, and just waiting for somebody to bite and pick it up. And hopefully, I'll be directing more. And
Dani just got signed by a really cool agency in Toronto for directing.
Yay!
Thanks, guys. Thanks. Just trying to grind. Just grinding. The industry's super weird right now, so just grinding and auditioning my face off. Hopefully somebody will, something will bite on a job, and yeah, it just feels like the nesting phase where I'm just being really, really creative for no money.
So, that was actually also my last question. Thank you. So, it has been wonderful to have you here. And,
It's over?
and yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're going to get you out into the ops. There are still ops available for both of these folks. So please, if you do want to see them again or get autographs, selfies, etc., please go to the sales table. We'd love to see you. But have an awesome rest of the con. Thank you so much for coming to join us today.
Thank
Thank you guys for coming.
Okay.
Thank you.